So this is a promised video about how I knitted this beautiful dress. If you like this kind of dress, then see what comes next. It's the same dress, but slightly different, with a tighter neckline and longer sleeve. But now let's move on with the video. I cast on 159 stitches. I'm doing an E-wrap here, but you can also skip this step here because it will later become a back seam. My carriage is on the right side. I knit one row from right to left. Now I turn on my machine and load the pattern into the machine. I set my carriage on KC2, move it into the knitting area so I see the pattern on the display. Now I can knit one row with the pattern from left to right. And I can press both part buttons. So I knit slip stitch and automated short rows. And I can start knitting the dress. When the back is finished, what I haven't filmed is that you need to knit some extra rows for the body. How I achieved this: when you finish the back part for the body, your carriage should be on the left side. I broke the yarn, moved the carriage to the other side without passing the knitting area. Now I moved the sleeve part, as the needles for the sleeve part, out of working position, put the carriage on hold so that the needles are not knitted, and then I start knitting the body. 6 rows, but with the setting NL, so without any pattern. So those rows are additional for more comfort below the sleeve. When I finish knitting the 6 rows, the carriage ends on the right side. I move the carriage to the left side again without passing the knitting area and start the pattern from new, so with row 1, and continue knitting the sleeve. This sleeve I knit 18 times the repeat. I put the needles for the body on hold because I only want to knit the sleeve. When the sleeve is finished, I put the needles for the body back in working position, and I can start knitting the front. The front I also knit 18 times the repeat. When the front is finished, I start all over again. Don't forget here also to knit some extra row for the body here before you start with the sleeve. I put the needles for the body back in hold position to only knit the sleeve. 18 times the repeat. Then I put back the needles for the body in working position and knit the other half of the back. This would be 9 times the repeat, just as the beginning. When it's finished, it looks like this. The whole dress hangs on the needle bed. You can easily close it by hanging the lower part up on the machine, knit it once, and then I bind it off by hand, so I have a stretchy bind off, and then it's done. The pattern which I used you find in our Facebook group. The link I will give you in the details. But for anyone who is not in Facebook, we will also provide it via Etsy, but it will only be the PNG file which you load in your machine. So you need a machine which can work with PNG